it's working. That was a bit strange. Oh dear, right, okay, I'm just going to check my settings on my other feed. Oh yeah, that is way off. Okay, right, let's sort that out. Anyway, hello everybody, while I'm just sorting out my thing. Yeah, I'm all good now. Okay. I mean, no, what am I saying? The joys of going live. Right, there we go. Hello, Valerie, Linda. Oh, Linda's in the car. Carpooling again, Linda. Hi, Valerie. Hello, Melly Pipi from Italy. Oh, buongiorno. Who else? Elaine. Buonanotte. Valerie, Linda, blah, 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 Judy, hello, Georgiana, Margaret, Shares, I send you a message. Yes, what Valerie asked. Okay, I am just going to get on with it. I have some really pretty paper. It's some paper that's going to be available for the general public on the 1st of March. It's already landed on my desk, so I thought I'd have a little play with it. And I've got some other papers as well, but I wanted to talk about how to do the layouts, or have a go myself actually. What's going on with my mic? Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay. What? Just got to check something. Okay, I'm going to go to the desk and then hello. Oh, that works. Okay, I'm going to go to the desk and see what happens. Okay, hello. Oh, it works now. Okay. Let me just double check something. Yes, it works. Okay. Wow, why am I having problems with that today? Okay. You hear me fine. All right. I'll stop fussing. I'm fussing like a mother. You know. Right, what I wanted to do was talk about how to use grid paper to do those kind of gorgeous, you know, those sampler frame, I don't know if you've seen them, sampler frame, sampler cards, where people will have a card, but then they'll have little squares in them with a nice neat border all the way around. And I was thinking, how do they do that? I don't know. So without me going and trying to find a tutorial, I thought I'd figure it out for myself. So I might be clever and show you how to do it with centimeters and inches at the same time. So I don't know if you know this already, but if you're new to Stampin' Up products, we do a pad of grid paper. This is it. This is like, I've nearly run out, so you get 100 sheets. I'm down to the last few here, but I've got another one ready because, you know, I can't bear to run out, because this is what I use when I teach workshops. Everybody gets one of these. So sometimes I have ladies who will write down measurements on these, then take them home. You know, they'll kind of fold things out and draw, you know, or they'll write their wish lists on here. They'll do all, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. Or they'll just stamp on it and then I'll bring them home, and then I'll kind of, if the back is clean, I'll use them up. Okay, so let's look at then. So the US standard card size is 4.5 by, is that right? No, it's not. It's 4 and 4. Let me just get this right. 4.25. Yeah, 4.25 by 5.5. So this takes that down to there. Okay, can you see that? If I do it in Sharpie, it might be easier. There we go. Okay, so that's your US standard size there. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cut this down the middle. So we're a very international group here, for those of you who are just joining. And so this is why I often try and be kind to both sides of the Atlantic or the Pacific or wherever you are, and do both UK measurements and wherever else measurements. So that's your standard sort of US type size. So here in the UK, we tend to go, I'd say 10.5. So that would take us to there. 10.5 by 14 point something. Okay. So I know what, I'm just going to do that there because that's 12. So 12, 13, 14. I know for the sake of this card though, I'm going to call it 14.5 because it is easier to use the whole, whole numbers are much easier to use. So I'm just going to double check I got that correct. There we go. All right, so I'm going to draw this at the same time. So I think I would probably want a little bit of a border all the way around. So we'll just work to, shall we not? Maybe, oh no, maybe not. No. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll start by drawing some lines there. So we're going to go a quarter of an inch in from that side and 1/2 centimetre in here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And of course there's all kinds of layouts you can do for these kind of collage-y cards. So let's just roughly turn that and divide that by 3 and see what happens. So we've got 3 and a bit there, so that would be 3, maybe an inch and a quarter, I guess. Let's see if that would work. 1/4. No, it wouldn't work. Okay, so let's look at an inch. 1 inch, and then 1 inch. Oh, okay, no, that wouldn't work either. I guess to make life a little bit easier, we could look at making this a bit smaller. So let's go 1 inch there. So actually make the card 4 inches wide rather than 4. I'm all about making the maths simple, you see. Let's make the maths easy, because who wants to be faffing around with 8ths and 16ths and blah de blah. Okay, so let's look at that. So if we go 4-inch squares, that would take that to that. That would take that to that. That there. 1, 2. Okay, and so we're going to knock off a bit off the top as well. All right. Nice and easy, she says. So let's go. Is that correct? Okay, so there we've got our kind of classic grid there. Does that make sense? That all makes sense, everybody? You all with me still? You're with me on the maths? I know some of you kind of go, not maths. Well, this is more like, what is this? Geometry. Easy peasy geometry. Well, not even geometry. It's just all about squares, isn't it? Right, so you see my layout there. Okay. Oh, Shaz, lovely. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Okay, so I've got, so let's go for the 3 centimetres thing, I think. So let's just see what happens if I do that and then a half in between. I probably should do that in pencil rather than Sharpie, shouldn't I? Just in case I get this wrong. And then, you see, that's not working. Let's go then for 2.5 centimetres. 2. Did I do 2.5? Yes, 2.5. 2.5. There we go. That takes us to there. Okay, so that just chops off 1/2 centimetre from my whole card. Okay, so similar to that side, I kind of have had to wiggle it a bit to make it work. So let's go to 2.5 here. 1, 2.5. 1, 2, 2.5. 1, 2, 2.5. Oh, okay, I need to chop a bit off the bottom then. That's okay. Because we're not doing a complicated one for this one. I mean, I do want to show you how using... Oh, no, I didn't do that right. 1, 2, 2.5. 1, 2.5. Oh, did I do that wrong up there then? Ooh, let's see. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Ooh, I actually cut my card there then. All right, so 2.5, 2.5, 1, 2.5. I will get round to cutting up my little bits and pieces in a moment, but I just wanted to kind of show you how to do your kind of layout. So what's everyone been doing? Friday night is pizza night in our house, so of course we've had pizza. And a friend of my daughter's came around to play computer games with her. And then we ended up watching the first half of Hamilton, which he hadn't ever seen before, so he quite enjoyed it. So that's good. Because I don't like inflicting Hamilton on people who don't enjoy it. So, and May's got this, it was really funny because I was like singing along. May kept going, shh, shh, because she's got this thing, like if she watches something for the first time, she doesn't like to hear the songs, and she doesn't think that we should sing the songs of musicals when there's somebody present who's never seen it before. That she thinks that they should just enjoy it for what it is. But eventually she was singing along, so there we go. Right. Does that make sense now? So I hope that, I know it's taken me 12 minutes, 13 minutes to do this, but I hope this just explains to you how you can use a grid paper to make your life easier, because now I've done this, I can confidently cut up my cardstock going, or my designer series paper going, okay, I know it's going to work. So I set out in my little little thumbnail that I had earlier, collections of this, and oh, look at that, isn't that beautiful? So I'm just going to cut up, I'm going to go with the centimetre one for now. I'm just going to cut a few squares using my trimmer, which is another fantastic tool for cutting precisely. So I'm just putting that at 2.5. So there's measurements on that side as well as this side. And this is helpful when you're kind of trying to cut small pieces. So, and I can just shunt that off, whoop, like that. And then I can cut another row very easily. And I've got this whole section, because I'm right-handed, I've got this whole section that I can hold on to. So, okay, I think that will be enough just for now. Don't want to use this all up too soon. And then I'm just going to shunt that round, or swivel it around rather, and then I can pop that at 2.5. Do that, move that on, 2.5, move that on. So Friday night I have tried to do techniques for the kind of beginner card maker. So I hope that if you are a beginner card maker, this will be helpful for you, because I am going to put this in the beginner card making kind of playlist. So for this technique, you just need a good trimmer and some pretty papers. Now, you don't have to necessarily have bought, you know, scrapbooking paper. You could, you know, use magazines, you could use artwork that you've created. For those of us who are a bit more advanced in our card making and stamping techniques, we may have stamped one-sheet wonders that we kind of have put in a pile that we just don't know what to do with. It might be, you know, perhaps didn't turn out quite as you thought. And so this is a great way to use up those stamped one-sheet wonders that have been relegated to the meh pile. The not sure about that, not sure Not sure I'm happy with the way it turned out. Pile. And this is a great way to create really beautiful kind of layouts. Very, very simply, once you've got your little plan. So, yeah. If it will help, do you want me to draw this out more more officially? I can do that with my graphics program that I have, if that will be helpful. Okay, so back to my diagrams. Let's just remind, well, I need to remind myself exactly what size piece of cardstock I need to cut now, because I shunted it along, didn't I? So I need to cut mine to measure 9.5. Okay, so 9.5, oops, by 12.5. Okay, so I'll tell you what that would be in inches. So that would be 4 inches by 5.25. Okay, hope that helps. So I want a piece of card that's going to show this off. Oh, just so happens I have a nice piece of crumb cake there. So I'm going to cut that. You know what? I'm going to cut off 0.5 centimetre to start off with, because I think I will find that useful for my placements. Okay, so I'm going to keep that just to the side. But I need to cut off another section. So 9.5 width by, what did I say? 12.5. So this is a slightly smaller card than I would normally make, but I'm kind of sacrificing the size so that I can get the really nice layout. Oh, and this is where the fun begins. So, as I said, Friday night, chill out night. We kind of take things easy here on a Friday. Don't do anything in too much of a rush. Hang out a little bit. My eyes are acting up and I can't see what I'm typing. If you see words that don't make sense, lol. Okay, fine, Judy. Hi, Kelly Rose. Just finished watching your recent Funfold video. Loved it. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Hi, Heidi. Oh, your second. Oh, Heidi, how did it go? Your shoulder. Oh, bless you. You're going to be so excited to get back to crafting. Oh, fabulous, Linda. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Awesome. You know what? I have to confess, although much as I want to be ahead with people's birthdays, I am the world's worst. I really am, and I'm really ashamed of it. But obviously I haven't been ashamed of it enough to do anything about it. But when I spent the last weekend with my sister, not the one that's on the channel now, Esther, my other sister, she was saying how she uses Google Calendar to remind herself of birthdays. And now this is like how special she is. This is, I hadn't realised this about her. She will put in dates of, say, if someone's spouse passes away, she will set a reminder of the anniversary of somebody's passing away so that she can contact the spouse the following, oh gosh, it's making me a bit, you know, the following year or whatever, and just sort of send them a little message. And I'm thinking, wow, that's just so sweet. I think I need to do that. That's, you know, I have no excuse really. So I really perhaps should start putting, right, is that my 0.5 centimetre? Yes, it is. Right, I'm just going to pop that along the top there so that I've got a guide. There we go. I'm just eyeballing that side, hoping it's going to be all right. Oh, I wonder if I could stick a frame together. Oh. Okay, let's see. I'm winging it, you know me, winging it. Just creating on the hoof. Oh, that's fun. Okay, now, is it going to be correct? Okay, so that first one, I've done it too close to the edge. I'm going to move those out just for a second because I just need to move this one. I shouldn't have eyeballed it. Shouldn't have eyeballed it. Should have made my measurements. Okay, let's try that again. You go there. You go there. It would have helped if I'd done it in a different colour. I could perhaps see what I was doing. Okay. Do that one again. Where's the one that I just used? Oh, there it is. I'm just going to run my fingernails around it because I cut this the other way round. So it does create this kind of little bit of a bevel to the paper when you flip it over and you want to use the other side. So sometimes just running your thumbnail over it or using your bone folder helps. That's better. Move that over. Oh no, I wanted that one. This is such a lovely way also to show off the pattern of the paper. Oh, no, don't move. Oh, see, this is what happens when I look up to say, I was thinking, oh, let's just see who's on chatting away. And then I moved it. Right, I will hold on and rub as I look. You have a little notebook with people's birth dates. Ah. Oh, Elaine, I'm sorry to hear that. She says the word dehydration. I'll take a swig of my drink. My problem is I do write things down. I just forget to look at them. But Google is quite helpful in that regard, isn't it? Well, especially if you have it on your phone and you can set a reminder. But then I'll have to act on it. That'll be the next issue, won't it? Actually acting on the reminder. Right, I quite like this yellow. Right, again, it was cut the wrong way up, so I'm just getting rid of that line. This is like going the extra mile with paper crafting. I could have just stuck it down as it was, but I just don't like it. So, oh, I hide it. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Put it this way, if I do remember someone's birthday ahead of time and they get something from me ahead, it's a nice surprise. You know. Also, why can't people just announce their birthdays and tell me like a week or a month before and go, Ruth, it's my birthday next week or next month? That would really help me. I would not find that rude at all. I think we've become very, you know, we're all too modest. You know, oh, better not mention it's my birthday. No, please do. Just do it. Just do it. And remind me a few times. You know, if it's a special one, it needs remembering. If you want to, if you want it to be remembered. Some people don't. Right. Okay. I'm liking this method. I'm not sure if it's going to work all the way down, but it's working so far. Although that looks like it's not quite right. Try that way. Okay. Turn that one round. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've done my squares very precisely. No, that's not precise. Let's go with that one. Oh, people, make sure you cut your squares properly. This is why I love a square punch. And I am gutted that Stampin' Up! Do not sell their punches, their shaped punches anymore. Because years ago you could get square punches, circle punches. They were super useful. And instead of cutting it by hand, which, you know, you're prone to error, you would just cut your punch it out, and it was brilliant. Another one of them. Ooh, that one's got a little bit of a dotage going on there. A little hint of that there. So although this type of card making is very simple, okay, in terms of, you know, the concept, it does take a little bit of time if you want to do it properly. So it's a good little technique, as I said, for beginners, but just take your time, be methodical. No, I'm going to move that one down to there. All right. What should I do now? Oh, I might do one of those. Oh, I did think earlier for interest, I could perhaps raise one of them up a bit. Ooh, I'm wondering whether to put a floral there. Yeah, I'll stick a floral there. And stick that one there. So yeah, this is not kind of a technique for if you want to make cards really super quickly. But I mean, that's taken me half an hour. Okay, I mean, I know it's not complete yet, but it's kind of maybe sit in front of the telly if you know, if you just, or you're listening to an audiobook or something, you know, it's something that you can sit. But I love the way it kind of really shows off the pretty papers. Now, in this set of papers, we have, look at this. I quite like the idea of doing some fussy cutting with some of this. Get my little scissors. Sandbox it, yes, that's true. In your phone book, you keep important dates. I keep outdated diary for anniversaries and dates for individuals. So your phone book. So do you have a section within your phone book for recording stuff like that, Nessa? There's a cute little leaf here. Right. Oh, I was watching, there's a channel on YouTube called, I think it's called Inside a Story, and they do documentaries about various workplaces, and I ended up watching a video about the ink makers in Japan. Oh my word, it was fascinating. So they make the ink by lighting these candles And there's various oils that they could light these candles with. So apparently the most typical one is rapeseed oil, but for more expensive ink it would be another type of oil used, for example sesame. And they light these candles and then they have to collect the soot. So the candles are burnt above this kind of glass dish thing, but in order for the soot not to over collect or over, I don't know, they have to be moved every 20 minutes. So it is somebody's job to go light the candles and then move them every 20 minutes. And they're all in a row, and they kind of go whoop, whoop, and they go down the row and they move them. Anyway, so that's to collect the soot. Then the soot is combined with animal fat, I think it is. Yes, animal fat. And then it's kneaded, like literally like kneaded together by hand and by foot by the ink makers, who have to train for 5 years. That's the initial training, but they have to be making it for 10 before they're allowed to make the block or something. Anyway, it's very, very, very intensive. Well, a long training. Then the ink sort of dough, for want of a better phrase, gets squished into these rectangular shapes, and then they're dried. And then that is a complicated process as well, because it can't be dried too quick, it can't be dried too hot, it can't be dried too cold. It's just like super complicated. And then apparently there are some inks that are aged for like 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever years. A bit like cheese, you know, wine. And so some inks, they're like £1,000 a block to purchase. And so they are used for the beautiful writing, you know, Japanese writing. And yeah. So the finer the soot, so it's all to do with the how fine the soot is that makes the best ink. Anyway, yes, so I watched that the other day. I thought that was brilliant. And then I think it was, it might not have been that same channel actually. I think I thought it was, but it might not be. I watched a sort of another sort of documentary style thing, where in Korea this tailor was making this beautiful, I presume it was like a wedding dress, and so I think it was made to measure, and he cut the panels of silk and everything out and sort of semi-stitched it together, stitched parts of it together. And then you'll love this, stampers, because he stamped a design directly onto the silk in this kind of thick, it was a bit like white ink, you know, the craft white ink we have. It was the white ink, and then he got foil in sheets, like, you know, our foil, and he laid sheets of the foil over the stamping that he'd done. And I don't know whether it's worth us experimenting with this, people, but instead of, you know, we get the brush and we go and we rub the foil off, he got a mallet. He literally had a mallet and was smacking this foil into the ink that he'd done, and then got a high pressured like blower over this grid that he then blew really hard, a bit like a pressure washer, all the particles off the fabric that kind of then disappeared down this somewhere. I presume hopefully to recollect it oil, because I don't know if it was real silver or not. I mean, it looked silvery, but I don't know if it was real silver. And then he assembled the garment, and then what else? Oh, there was some beautiful machine embroidery that also went onto the garment, and then they assembled it, and this girl appeared with wearing it. and it was very, very pretty. So I'm just cutting out this. Can you see this? Almost like an inner flower to this. So I'm just going around. I like, you know why I like this? It's got great big white lines. So you can't really make a mistake with this fussy cutting, because look, it's massive. So this pack, you get 48 sheets of 6 by 6. And as I said, it's going to be available. Now, it's only available online, this product. And it's going to be available from the beginning of March. Right, so I'm going to have that on top of there because I want that to be like 3D. So I've got to find a flower that's like this one. Oh, that one. Haha, that will do. Nina says, on my phone I have a calendar. I can make appointments and also things you want to remember. Yeah, you know what, Nina, I have exactly the same thing. And for things that I've got to remember, I do that. I have all the birthdays in my phone with a reminder set for a week before and the day of. Oh, Joanna, you're brilliant. Hello, Julie. Hi, Monica. Did I say hello to Monica already? Hi, Joanna. Hi, Lorraine. Is Lorraine trying to remind me of her birthday? Who's reminding me of their birthday? I mean, I'm even a member of Artful Stampin Space Contacts, which has all your birthdays, but... By the way, if any... Oh, Lorraine knows what I'm talking about. Fantastic. Yes, that's Hanbok. I think, yeah, that was the name on the video. Yeah, if anyone would like to join Artful Stampin Space Contacts, it's a Facebook group where you can share your address, and it's up to you if you want to put your birthday. Not everybody does that. I don't know. Anyway, it's not a requirement. It's more if you would like to send or receive a card from somebody. So quite a few of the people who watch on this live, they when I say quite a few, it's probably about 50 of you in there, isn't there? But there are just a few rules to joining that group. One of them being you do not share anyone's addresses with anybody else. Of course, unless you have their permission. And yeah, basically, you don't use their addresses for nefarious reasons. And you have to share yours, because that's the whole point of joining. Right, okay, I've cut my little pieces, and I feel that I've kind of like, it's not going to show up too well, so I'm wondering whether to get a piece of vellum just to sit on top of there. Ooh, there we go. Maybe just sit it like across there, so we can still see all the gorgeous patterns. So let's just measure. So it'd be half from half at that point. So it's 6 1/4. I need to write that down because I'm never going to remember. 6 1/4 by 9 1/4. Oh, thank you, Glenna. So Glenna has just shared that group that I'm talking about. If you want to rack somebody, if you don't know what that means, R-A-K stands for Random Act of Kindness. So if you ever want to just send a card to somebody, or if you hear that someone's unwell, or if you want to encourage them, then that group is for those of you who follow me on this channel. Now, if you don't want to be part of that Facebook group, or if you just don't do Facebook, if there's somebody that you would like their address to kind of send them a card, then please email me, because I can then email that person and ask them if they're willing to share their address. So I'm happy to be a go-between if needs be, because I often say on my channel, please do not share your emails publicly here, because it is a public place. You know, you wouldn't just start banding your email address around, apart from me. How wide is the thin, how wide is those thin cardstock pieces you put? Half a centimetre. So whatever the measurement is, have you been watching from the beginning, Judy? If you haven't been watching the beginning, you just need to go back and watch what I did. But I did a plan of what I was doing. And so because I had to cut my card base down, I had those half centimetres. If you're doing it in inches, I would recommend 1/4 inch. And because in total, so if you're doing this, you're doing it in inches, it's 4 by 5 1/4. You would have those kind of 1/4 inch little panels. Sorry, not panels, strips. So I just want to curve my flower a little bit more. So I've popped my lid back on my Tombow. I'm just going to pop that into my hand and give myself a nice little hand massage here. Okay. Okay, just curl up those petals a bit. Okay. Good morning from Perth. Hello, Margaret. I finally got up early enough to see you live. Oh, bless you. How many packs of this beautiful 6x6 paper do you get? How many packs? Do you mean how many sheets? You get 48. I will go through the paper actually, because I've not shown it on this channel. You may have seen other demonstrators show it, but I'm happy to go through all the designs with you in a second. Yeah, and then there's a really, you see, I ordered this on a demonstrator order the other day, and in my head I thought I'd ordered the stamps and the dies as well, and I was expecting to see them in my parcel. And then I got my parcel and I was, you know, ticking off things because I'd ordered stuff for customers. I was like, where's the stamp set and dies? Where's it gone? Anyway, I checked my order. No, I hadn't put it on there at all. So all I received were the papers, and if I can find them, they should be somewhere on my desk or somewhere nearby. I ordered the little gems, which are very, very cute, I have to say. They are flattened gem type things. Oh gosh, do you hear me drop my stuff? I wonder if I put them away. Oh, they can't have gone far. Oh yeah, here they are. Oh, how many full packs did I get? Oh, only one. Yeah, only one. Only need one. It's I get them to demonstrate to you guys, if in case you want to buy them. But these are beautiful. Oh! Look, they're frosted and sparkly. Look, frosted and sparkly. So that's the back. That's the flat back side that you're seeing that with a bit of a shine on it. But it means that they kind of glow from the inside. Well, that. Come on, focus. Please focus. Please focus. Come on. You know you want to. There. Oh, no, nearly. Anyway, there they are. Aren't they stunning? Got to use those in a second. Hello, Donna D from Melbourne, Australia. Right, so I'm going to stick the first layer of my wee flower down first, and I'm deliberately not sticking down the vellum because I want to put the glue on after I've done my flowers, because I want to hide however way I decide to stick the vellum to the card, because vellum has this horrible habit of kind of like showing up everything, of course, because it's see-through, so that's understandable. You know, it's not its fault. Now when you get to a flower like this, if you want to get more curve into it, what I like to do is actually cut down the side of any petals, like so. Just going to cut that out there. Ooh. So I'm wondering whether to cut that section off. You know what? I'm just going to do it. It's not serving any purpose, because then it means I can cut down here like that, and then when I shape it, it's got a bit more wiggle room. There we go. And for that, I'm now going to get the dimensionals. Ooh. Ooh, I've got some end bits to use up, so that's handy. Stick that on there. That's nice. Pop that onto the back of there. Stick that there. Ooh, this would make a nice card for my card class. I'd obviously have to pre-cut. I'd pre-cut all the squares for everybody, because that would just be mean, wouldn't it? I think I'm wondering whether to put a little bit of ribbon. Ooh, I've got soft seafoam ribbon, or I've got that lovely white. You know what? I'm going to go with a white, I think. Keep it nice and cute. This is that lovely seam binding. It's very soft, really lovely to use. Tips and techniques live. Thanks, Elaine. Thanks, Glenna, rather. Hello, Miss Ellen. Oh, they are so pretty. Have you got them? Did you get the sweet Ellen? Ellen, I was... Oh, actually, I had them out looking for what I could use for the next Christmas Stampathon. I'm actually going to be using these papers. Just literally a section, because, well, I'm not going to say what the theme is, unless, Ellen, have you released the theme yet? So if you don't follow Christmas Stampathon on Facebook, please do, if you want to get ahead on your Christmas crafting. We release a challenge every 25th of the month for 10 months. So, right, I'm going to use some glue dots for this. I got the paper and embellishments, embossing folder and gems. Paper and embellishments. Oh, were there other embellishments? Oh, did you get that fancy paper? So there's some other papers as well that they look like they've got a kind of foil finish to them. Right. So I've got a couple of glue dots on there. I'm just going to tuck that up in there. Yeah, the embossing folders did look nice. I was just being a bit careful, I think, with my budget, because, yes, you know, life. And, you know, I've got to be careful not to spend all my earnings. You know. Right, so I've got three of these nice leaves that I can use. I'm thinking with a bit of a space there, I can go. Then one down there. I'm just using up these little pieces. Can you see the Christmas Stampathon on your blog? I'm not on Facebook. Ooh, good question. I don't always remember to blog about my Stampathon, but I will try to remember to do that. I believe Ellen does. Ellen, do you blog? Yeah, so Ellen Woodbridge is watching. Here we go. Donna, it's on my blog and YouTube as well. There we go. Oh, yes, it always is on YouTube. What am I saying? Yes, I'll be putting the card I make on YouTube. So I have a dedicated Christmas playlist that a lot of the Stampathon, well, all of them go into, plus other stuff. So, so Esther, Ellen, myself, and a lady called Shirley, we are involved in the Christmas Stampathon, but Shirley's not actually on YouTube. She just purely does things on Facebook, and I think she blogs, but Ellen can tell me if she does or not. All right, so we're ready to stick down our vellum. And so, like I said, because now I know what's happening here, I can then pop some glue where it's going to be hidden. Like that. And I may even pop some in other areas, and then hide them with dots, but I'm going to see what happens when I just do this. Hello, Shirley. Oh, Elaine's been playing with them. Oh, brilliant, Elaine. Right, so we've got these really beautiful pinky gems. There's two sizes. Oh, I had to cut this thumbnail the other day because I severely broke it. I say severely, it was much longer than this, and I managed to clip a chunk out of it when I was getting off the train and pulling a suitcase the other day. So it's making it hard for me to pick up things. But right, those are cute. What else are there? Oh, there's yellow ones. Let's see what yellow ones look like. So there's, I presume it's Daffodil Delight, Evening Evergreen, I think. I don't know if it says it on the back. Choking Hazard. No, it doesn't say the colours. All right, so this is lifting a little bit. So I'm thinking if I pop a little bit of glue just under there, I could hide it with a wee gem. But I only want to put the tiniest amount of glue. Don't actually want to put too much, so I'm just going to squeeze some out. I squeeze some out and then I just pop some on the end of the nozzle there. So I'm just pushing that down and I can see there where it's gone. Oh, it's just popped up again. I'm going to have to just set it down in a sec. And pop a little bit of glue there. So I'm just going to hold that in place for a second. I love the soft colours in this card. It's a beautifully colourful, it's a beautifully coloured set of papers. It's very soft and sweet. It is. Oh, you and Shirley live near each other. Ah, fantastic. Hi, Vicky from Arizona. Right, so like I said, I'm going to hide that little bit of glue that's showing from behind the vellum with a gem. one there, like so. And because I don't like just single ones just in corners, I'm really not that way inclined. I'm going to offset it there. And I might just do a bigger one in there. Ooh, I need more. You know me, I'm a more is more. More is more kind of girl. Oh my word, look at those tiny weeny ones. Oh, I didn't realise. Look at that. Oh wow. Okay, dig deep, everyone. Look, there's 3 sizes. You guys are going to love these gems. They are so pretty. Glenna, these are your gems. I'm just going to gemify everything. So pretty. So pretty. Hello, Becky Schlossnagel. You think they're going to be sell out? You may well be right, Donna. So these papers, these gems, are part of an exclusive suite that's only going to be available online throughout the month of March, and it's while stocks last, I'm afraid. It's Stampin' Up are basically releasing online exclusives throughout the year. So they won't be seen in catalogues at all. So we've got to do a great job of showing them to you, us as demonstrators. Anyone who is a demonstrator can pre-order them in this month. So if you're a demonstrator and you want to not risk them going out of stock, then I would order them this month. So let's go through the papers. I'm afraid I did mix them all up a little bit, trying to find some nice ones for my thumbnail. Ah, no, don't fall over. Okay, let's try and grab them before they go everywhere. Right, you've seen those, so I'll move that out the way. Move the glue. Oh, I got this punch the other day. So this is a freebie at the moment. Oh, hello phone. If you spend £45 with Stampin' Up this month, you can earn this for free. This is a freebie. So that's why I got it. I got it the other day, and I was having a look at it because I'm not particularly enamored with it as a label punch. I know what, I'll punch one out just so that you can see. But I was looking at it thinking it looks like a cute little apron. Like I could make cute aprons out of that. I don't know why I'd make a cute apron. Maybe if someone just become a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I could do a quick, because we have blue ones, like navy blue ones. Thank you. Take care, Monica. Have a great day. Thank you, Robin and Ellen. That's very kind of you. And Donna and Holly and Lisa. Hello, Lisa Hartman. Oh, our birthdays are in April together, Ruth. Just saying. But yeah. Esther thought this too. They look like little mini aprons. I could just put a little pocket on that and then little apron strings. How cute. Right, so let's go through these papers then. I'm just going to move my phone up a little bit. Right, so I'm sorry about the state they're in. So you've got that one with that side. It's kind of like, you know, dottage, eat your heart out. Then that. So I'll pair them up as I go. Then there's this one that's sort of more bluey green. That's green and yellow. This was more of a soft sea foam and soft succulent one. Then there's this one, which I think I actually used to cut up on my card, and that's the back side. Then that one. Oh, that's the back side to that one. That's the back to that. Then there's this kind of like droplet rain type thing. So that's then got sort of all these beautiful, oh, it's just like a gorgeous sky on there. Ah, that's the back to that one. I've seen that one. Oh, this is another one. So yeah, you saw me use that one. And then that's the back. That's the back to that one. Then another green and yellow one, but with leaves. So I could have, I guess, cut out those leaves. So there's lots of opportunity to either use them as sheets that are just really pretty backgrounds, or to actually do fussy cutting. So, then there's this beautiful, oh, that just reminds me of batik. Isn't that beautiful? And then that's the other side to that one. Lava geometric. So there's a lot of designs here. So if you don't like one side, you can use the other. That one. And then the back is that white dottage. And then that is kind of like the sister to that one. And then on the back is sort of the reverse rain dots. Then we've got a slightly different colourway with those beautiful flowers that can be cut out, and then a kind of grid that can be, and that's it. So how many designs are there? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, there should be 12. I'm missing something. What have I missed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm missing one. I'm sure I'm missing one. Oh, is it that one? No, I've done that one. Oh, that's strange. That doesn't make any sense. Ooh. Does that make sense? 11 fours are 40. No. Am I doing my maths wrong? 48 divided by 4. It's 12. Yeah, I thought that. What am I missing? Am I missing that one? Oh, yeah. I'm missing that one. Oh, no, but that I counted that one twice. Oh, now you see, I hate a mystery. Oh, no, I am right. That one. Found it. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. 12. There is 12. I'm not going bonkers. There we go. Right, they are stunning. I got the bird punch instead of the label punch. Oh, fab. There we go. Take care, Shirley. Have a wonderful lunch. Have a wonderful lunch. Right, guys, have a fabulous weekend. I actually will be back tomorrow at some point because it's Christmas Stampathon and I've got to present my card to you. I've got my little pieces all ready to go. So it should be quite a quick one, but I do need to come on here while it is still the 25th to do my little challenge. So there we go. Thank you all for joining me. I'm just going to set up for my thumbnail. I think that makes quite a nice little thumbnail background there. Got the contrast of those greens. And yeah, do have a go making this. And I may have a little tinker around. What's the time? Oh yeah, I might have a little tinker around now, creating a template in both centimetres and inches. That I'll just then pop onto Artful Stampin Space. All right, Shaz, lots of love to you. We're praying for your daughter, and yeah, have a fabulous weekend, whatever you're doing. Is there anything else I need to tell you? I'm still taking bookings for the Emboss Resist class, excuse me, on the 4th of March. Still got time to book onto that. If you are interested, just email me, ruth@gmail.com. And it's going to be at 8 p.m. so that you guys in the South Pacific, I know it probably still be quite early for you. It's basically this time minus 3.5 hours. So some of you it'll be like a 6 o'clock start, but I did deliberately shift it so that in case anyone fancied getting up early in South Pacific, but for you guys in the west of me, Canada and the US, it will be sort of afternoon time for you. Maybe so, unless you're in Hawaii. So if you're in Hawaii, it probably means a 10 o'clock start. If you're in California, it's about an 8 o'clock, midday start. If you're in New York, it will be a 3 o'clock. No, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if you're in New York, it'll be a 3 o'clock start. Okay. Hi, Jodie. ruthtrice@gmail.com. Thank you. Right. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Please do all the good YouTubey stuff like the thumbs up, and if there's somebody you know who'd like this project, please share it with them. Sharing is caring. The Emboss Resist, Lorraine, you have done it very successfully, I might add. The one with the clear embossing powder. Yeah, you do need to have clear embossing powder for it.